the story. In the forgotten town of Ash Hollow, there was a cemetery older than anyone could remember. The oldest grave belonged to Elias Crow, a gravedigger who had worked there for nearly 50 years. People said he knew every secret buried beneath the earth. Before he died, Elias whispered one final warning. Open quote, "Whatever happens, don't bury me in grave 13. Close quote. No one listened. They buried him in grave 13 anyway. 3 nights later, a teenage boy named Mason dared his friends to visit the cemetery. At exactly 12:13 a.m., they stood in front of grave 13. The air suddenly turned cold. Then they heard it. A slow breathing stopped. For a moment, everything was silent. Then the dirt moved, just a little, as if something underneath had turned over. The boys ran without looking back. The next morning, the cemetery caretaker found strange footprints. They began at grave 13, but they didn't lead away. They circled the grave again and again, as though someone had been trying to climb out. The town sheriff dismissed it as a prank. That night, he went alone to prove everyone wrong. At midnight, he placed a camera facing the grave. For 20 minutes, nothing happened. Close quote, the sheriff froze. The voice sounded exactly like Elias Crow. Suddenly, the fresh dirt on the grave began to rise, as though someone underneath was pushing upward. The sheriff stepped back. A pale hand burst through the soil. He fired his gun. The hand disappeared. When backup arrived, the grave looked untouched, except for one thing. The sheriff's footprints led to the grave, but none led away. The camera was recovered the next morning. The final frame showed the sheriff standing in front of the grave. Then a second figure appeared behind him. It looked exactly like Elias. Its mouth slowly stretched into a smile. The video ended. To this day, no one visits grave 13 after dark, yet every rainy night, the soil rises and falls, like a chest, still breathing. And if you place your ear against the cold earth, you might hear a voice whisper, open quote, "There's still room down here." Close quote.